admitted that they have not given details of all voluntary contributions made beyond 20,000 rupees, which is mandatory if you want to enjoy benefits under Section 13A. And they have admitted, most importantly, that they received rupees 15 lakh in cash. Now, Section 13A of the Income Tax Act, Poonam, clearly says, if a political party does not file audited returns on time, and if it gets donations beyond 2,000 rupees per donor by way of cash, then the political party loses exemptions that are normally enjoyed under Section 13A, and that is precisely the reason, Poonam. This case is not something that has come up now. The first time the Income Tax Department actually brought this case up and the Congress party lost was way back in 5th July 2021. They lost the case in August 2022. As recently as March 2023 and now in March 2024, 28th of March 2024, the appellate court, the income tax tribunal, the Delhi High Court, they've all said you do not enjoy benefits of Section 13A because you have taken donations of large sums in cash by your own admission. And I will just end by saying this. If you and me, Poonam, do not pay taxes on time, we will get one notice reminding us, second notice will be a bit harsher. By the time we get a third or fourth notice, they will clearly say if you don't pay up at least 20% of the deposit, the next penalty on you will be 300%. Now, the actual amount initially that was asked from the Congress, Poonam, 10 seconds more, in the assessment year 2018-19 was only 105 crore. They refused to pay that. It is then that with penalties and interest, the Income Tax Department put a lien of 135 crore. Inke bank accounts froze nahi kiye gaye hai. They have not been frozen. Only a lien has been placed on the amount that the tax department feels is a statutory due.
And that's the usual procedure that happens to anybody, political party or not, whatever be the violation. If there is a violation on anyone's part, if there is dues that need to be given to the income tax department, then temporarily there will be a hold on your accounts until you pay that money, or that money is taken out of your accounts. Charan Singh Sapra, then why make such a hue and cry over this? Like Sanju Verma pointed out, the Congress has admitted on record that yes, there have been some transgressions, violations from our side. So while you admit that was your fault, but you want special treatment.
No. It's not about special treatment. See, Congress party is questioning why the same set of rules which are applied on Congress party are not applied on BJP accounts. That is the question which we are asking. And further, what are we questioning is the timing when the IT department is sending the notice. On the eve of elections, they are sending the notice because there is a deliberate attempt to paralyze Congress party finance.
But several of these notices have been sent to you in the past as well, sir. The one that came on the eve of the election is not the first notice. That is something that the High Court has also asked you about. That what were you doing for the last 2 years? You seem to have woken out of slumber right before elections, and you're making it sound like this is a new inquiry. It's not.
Exactly.
No, let me answer this. There is a process in judiciary. The notice is given by the assessing officer. Then it has to, if we want to go to the appeal, we have to go to the principal assessing officer. Then thereafter, we have to go to the appellate, then the High Court, then the Supreme Court. Now, in the entire process, we know that we have not made any violations. We'll get clear results, but in the Supreme Court. But the issue is by that time, the elections will be over. What is the BJP's modus operandi? To disturb Congress party, to dismantle us financially, or to polarize, paralyze us financially. These are the modus operandi. They want to do character assassination of Congress party with these notices. Ultimately, we will win the case, but by that time, the elections will be over. That is the victory for BJP. That is what we are questioning.
Sure.
The timing of income tax notices. Why set of rules for Congress, two different...
Sure, but by the time you win and by the time you don't have money, why did you not fight this 2 years ago when there were no elections? Is a question that everybody is asking. Nobody seems to be answering from within the Congress. But Sanju Verma, yes, go ahead.
Thank you. I listened to Mr. Sapra. Very quickly, Poonam, your audience needs to know this. I have just got the relevant details. The amount of taxes pending from the Congress's end, 93-94, 53.9 crore, 2016-17 assessment year, 181.99 crore, 17-18, 178.73 crore, 2018-19, 918.45 crore, 2019-20, 490.05 crore. The total amount due is 1,823.08 crore along with penalties. My simple submission is this. When an Aam Aadmi does not pay tax, what is the penalty, Poonam? The penalty is 300%. Suppose I owe 2 rupees to the tax department and I don't pay up after, losing all the appeals in the appellate court, the tribunal, the high court, then I'm supposed to pay 300%. मतलब 2 रुपए की जगह मुझे 6 रुपए का हर्जाना भरना पड़ेगा. 105 crores was asked from the Congress party for assessment year 19. Way back in July 2021, they were asked to pay, if not the full amount, pay just 20% of the amount, which is 21 crores. And guess what, Poonam? They did not even want to pay that. I am saying the income tax department has actually been very gracious to them. They should have imposed a 300% penalty, which means the Congress party should have ideally been asked to cough up 315 crores and not 105 crore. I mean, 4-5 सालों तक the tax authorities have given you a long rope. Ordinary citizen को 2 notice जाते हैं, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 3 या 4 notice जाते हैं. Most of them don't even have the resources to fight a case in the income tax tribunal because it is an expensive affair. They don't have the resources to fight a case in the high court because it is a time-consuming and an expensive affair. Here the Congress party has taken the tax authorities for a ride for 5 to 6 years and in one case for more than 3 decades. और उसके बाद भी आप यहाँ बैठकर नेशनल टीवी पर ये कहते हो कि हमें विक्टिमाइज किया जा रहा है. Please stop playing the victim card. The public is very smart and they are tired of your victimhood. They are tired of your victim card.
I'll answer. No, I'm not playing a victim card. What I'm trying to say that under the Constitution of India, this is not Constitution of Narendra Modi. It is the Constitution made by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Under the Constitution of India, we have the right to appeal. And there are various stages which I have said. The assessing officer, the principal assessing officer, then the tribunal, then the High Court, then the Supreme Court. The process is on. Why you
yes,
cannot
so
make
these
allegations. We might win the case in the
right.
Supreme Court. So,
Mr. Sapra, but you're saying the half-truth. You're speaking the half-truth, Mr. Sapra. You have lost your appeals in every court of law. That is what you're now telling the audience. You lost the appeal in the appellate court. You lost the appeal in the income tax tribunal. You lost the appeal in the Delhi High Court. After losing every single appeal, you are still sitting there and justifying and brazening it out. By simply brazening it out, you are not going to win the case. यदि आप सही हो, तो आपको इनकम टैक्स ट्रिब्यूनल ने रिलीफ क्यों नहीं दी? यदि आप सही हो, आपको एपलेट कोर्ट ने रिलीफ क्यों नहीं दी? यदि आप सही हो, तो आपको दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट ने रिलीफ क्यों नहीं दी? The fact is, ideally, an ordinary citizen has to pay 300% penalty. The Congress was asked to pay just 20% of the disputed amount. That works out to 21 crores.
So Sanju Verma, you've made your point. Unfortunately, Charan Singh Sapra is facing some network issues as well, which is why the audio keeps going. But which is why I would like to give you in uninterrupted time, sir, to make your point. Otherwise, it's going to get very difficult to understand the point you're trying to make. But yes, go ahead. You were trying to make some counter to when the BJP said that this is only half truth. You're trying to paint only half a picture, the picture that seems convenient to the Congress party.
No, it's not about that picture which is convenient to the Congress party. It is about the provisions in the Constitution. Whatever the provisions are there, we are trying to explore the provisions in the Constitution. That's all about it. What I am trying to say that BJP has repeatedly exposed in the electoral bonds. The Supreme Court has exposed.
Nothing to do with the Constitution. The income tax department is a statutory body. यदि आप टैक्स चोरी करोगे तो आपको हर्जाना भुगतना